Hi, everybody. Ooh, so loud. Dream Daddy, you're too loud. Hi. Welcome to another stream of Dream Daddy. Last night was fun. I'm just gonna move right ahead. Let's see what we can do on Dream Daddy. Oh, I walked Mary home, apparently. Good for me.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright. Let's jump right into this thing. I've gone on 2 dates with Robert. Oop, that's all I wanted to do. How do I go back? Oh, the back button. Okay, let's see. Have I gone on 2 dates with everybody? Not with Damien, okay. I did do the second date. Okay. So I've done 2 dates with everybody except for, I'm just double checking, except for Damien. So let's go on a second date with Damien. Shut up, sister. I found it. I figured it out. Always help a friend in need, you guys. Dad tip number 24. Liquor before beefier in the clay. Alright, man. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message. Hold on, I need to adjust things, and I'm worried that I'm gonna lose my mic, so... Ah! Let's make sure. Did I lose my mic? Nope, it's still there. Alright, bomb diddles. Okay, Amanda walks in.
Ah.
Dad, you got a letter! Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Bartolome, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I wrote this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. Oh, he's thinking about him. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit, and for that I thank you. That said, Bartolome, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So, you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah. I better message him on Dad Book and let him know. Amanda slapped my laptop shut. You have to write him back. A real letter. But my handwriting looks like 2 toddlers fighting over a crayon. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Sorry, just reading whatever was happening in the chat. I have no idea what's going on. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop to peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Hey!
Sorry. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2? Evil never dies. I don't know. That sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just a lot of blood and vampire titties. Have we not done this one before? Pie will always make things better. That doesn't have to be a question you will need to ask. Except for diabetes. Doesn't do much for that. Well, let's roll the dice. On this and the diabetes. Okay, I purchased the tickets to print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien. I do hope this letter finds you in good health. Good one. What's next? Hey, remember when your son tried to cast Amontillado, that kid? You've been good. I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Jeez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trekking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on last we met. That Ernest shit was pretty messed up. Nice. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. While strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. The Brugels? I don't know that one. Landscape with the fall of Icarus. I find myself lost in your details. Shut up, phone. Let me, get at that. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movies. I would very much enjoy your company, accompanying me to the cinema. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. I'm going with that one. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, hard daps, namaste, we'll carry on. Best wishes. And then I sign my name. My full name. Fancier that way. Bartolome Perez. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Damien, I do hope that this letter... Sorry. It will bring me game. I wrote it, okay? I don't have to read it. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, I'm just trying to keep you on your toes. Now, all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. Sorry, I'm itchy. You've gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's the other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second, then pulls the wood away, revealing... Here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into his slot, into the slot in his door and go back home. Dirty. Okay. Mission accomplished. It's daytime outside again. Jesus. Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to everything. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long have you been there? How long are you there for? Whatever, man. I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. That was a sound effect, Bartolome. Not real. What?
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 Oh, no.
Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. Brother Bartolome is just super chill about this. He's like, all right, man, you pronounce Milk Duds however you want to. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. I clicked out the window. Ugh, my dad's here. Wait, no, that's not the voice I did for him. Whatever. Ugh, my dad's here. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. I don't remember what his voice was anymore. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. You watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for the previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? The movie hasn't even started yet. Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh. Interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I've never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the arm rest off. There we go. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
What?
Oh, you must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film. Damien screams. I'm not imitating that. That was good enough. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice, and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. Pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken, my coven! Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. Oops. It is time. Wait, okay, that is a different name, okay. The three look at each other and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment in the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it's good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
What?
I agree. That makes 0 sense, Damien. Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera. I hate that so much. It gets so old. Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampire or blood or vampiric blood. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Oh. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel... Oops. I accidentally clicked. I've got it. I'll do what dads do best. Talk during the movie. Tell a dad joke, point out a plot hole, ask what's happening. I go with plot hole. Did you notice how that guard fired 7 bullets, but his gun only holds 6 bullets? Yes, that's absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. It's almost unwatchable. It's funny how it's so much easier to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to actually go create your own thing, huh? Jesus, I got weirdly personal Game Grumps, guys. Hey, look, that's an anachronism.
Huh.
The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Bad Blood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears the true vampire crusade was the vampire crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out. Hard. The screenwriter. They begin making out. Hard. The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen. But then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar. Oh no, twist ending! Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3, Evil Must Die Again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Hi. Rewritten stars. I don't care what your real name is. I'm gonna keep saying it. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. Sorry. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued with its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn, okay. Here comes a smooth response. Thanks, cool, or okay. Thanks. No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? Sorry. Amidst the mist and coldest frost, exactly. With stoutest wrists and loudest boasts, he thrusts his fists against the post and still insists he sees the ghosts. It's too fun to say. Oh no! I clicked before I finished reading. Worry not, friend. I've a plan. Oh, he was asking if he was hungry. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Bartolome. Trust me. I feel like I keep changing his voice every time he speaks. Ooh, synth music. Although I guess it's all been synth music. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead and we walk through the cemetery. Like there's singing. Or something auto-tuned. I don't know what's happening back there. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. Gotta hand to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Hey, cemeteries are romantic as shit. The flavor of actual Victorians. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition, an appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down. We're just gonna gloss over that. Gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. Sorry, I'm drinking my coffee. I keep clicking out the window. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of which to speak. Once, rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials. They became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
What?
I wasn't. He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie, but I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I've never been good at those. I just feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had have known, I would have suggested another movie.
Oh.
It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help.
Oh.
Graveyards, however. I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from the cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. See this? Graveyards are great. I don't feel scared anymore. I never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. You're not alone, dude. Come on, man. Suddenly it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that?
Ah.
I'm not sure.
Huh.
It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it began lumbering slowly toward us. Its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster.
Ah.
Woof!
Huh.
Oh. It's a dog. As it finally comes to light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey. Because I know what's coming. We both look up, not expecting to see. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. Sorry.
Huh.
What? What? I didn't know you had a dog.
Oh.
This isn't my dog. I found her wandering the streets, put a leash on her, and now we're walking this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Let's get back to the real question you should have there, Bartolome, which is, what the fuck? We share a look. May I give her a treat? You guys are just gonna keep blowing right by this part. Okay.
Oh.
Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though.
Hey.
Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and produces a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs.
Oh.
Victorians love dogs. Actually, most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I would gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin to walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. What's up with the loud music, dude? Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Bartolome, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I will dry my tears for those I've lost. I can't wait to sneeze on this. I'm gonna wave at this at passing ships. I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. I approve. Oops. Damien shuffles his feet. I just wanted to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside. What? Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant.
Oh.
Hey, Dad. What's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just... Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told ya. But, as it turns out, Damien is... Wait. Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool, it's scary. Nice save, Bartolome. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling you for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Dad tip 85. Be generous and kind to everyone. Date complete. I don't know. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the works of Corey Feldman? He simply slayed in The Lost Boys.
Alright, man.
Welcome.
You've got dads.
Okay. Now, who do I want to have my last date with? Who have I had my last date with? Who did I have this date to completion? Who remembers? Anybody? Was it Damien? Have I done that date before? Oh, you want to see the Craig ending? Okay. Craig ending's pretty good. Alright, Craig. Let's fucking do this. Hey, you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse dad book for a while. You ready? Save and continue. The only acceptable time. Okay, I did do Damien. That's what I fucking thought. God damn it. Alright, well, we'll put in there, in the YouTube video, where to skip to avoid rewatching that date. Okay. It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to... How did I have him only at one date then? How did that happen? Weird shit, man. Okay. A weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll just be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. No, because it saves automatically. And I definitely didn't start over. I was able to... Wait, did I start over? No. Fuck, I don't remember anymore. Bless you. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent while he takes care of the food. So I double-checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling nervous about it, as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all of my camera equipment, lenses, tripod, flash, all that. Are you even gonna have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots in for my series on national monuments. Ooh, what's the series about? It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm going to be in the woods. Out there in nature, you know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature. The old Madre de trees. You gonna be alright on your own? Alright. I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to get to text or call you at all. Huh. Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple of days without constant updates on who just got voted off International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dadtron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh. Well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on. Oh no, there's no baby. Now I'm sad. camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. Such a gentleman. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Never fear, these muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. That was wordy. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that.
Oh.
Everything good with Amanda? Yep, on our way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of the stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Oh no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just... Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all of your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had in my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumbed through page after page of kids sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star takes me back. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find, in the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Kegstand's Mega Mix Volume 1? Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car stereo and it's like I'm immediately transported back to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays and soon enough we're both happily scream-singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate! You brought that dog home one night and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent the entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us, but could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. If that's the dumbest thing they did. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. Volume 2 is coming. God, calm down. It's a promise. Saying something's Volume 1 is a promise. Soon. Oh, right. Nature has to offer. It feels good to be back out here. Real good. I accidentally clicked. Kinds of animal noises. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything alright?
I don't know.
Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and take in the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. What if there's a problem? Oh, poor baby. There won't be. It'll be fine. Come on, bud. Who's the relaxed boy? I don't know. Craig. I'm a relaxed boy. That's my dude. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell phone reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in, and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst-case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away. No matter how old your kids are, you just gotta remind yourself they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember that we came out here. Why we came out here. The plan was to just get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig is a Labrador, yes. Craig looks me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Yeah, that's what I just fucking said, Craig. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marketing. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there. Sorry. More coffee. Can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. You still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Nice. Bro, look at us go! Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily, and look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So what's... Fucking loser. So what's next on the camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way, and I'm sure we can hike next to. Let's get hiking! Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Hey. Dude! Does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt. Saw that one coming a mile away. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were gonna hike and have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker. People are being loud outside. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm not even trying with this voice anymore. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've hung out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks and we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall, spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place, we go to investigate. The old waterfall. Bro. It's gorgeous. Nature is so rad. I thought it said peeing. Peeing further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. I think we could jump off it like old days. Huh, this old dad is happy here on dry land. The fuck was that? It like flashed by in the corner of the screen. I didn't like that. Looks like you could climb right up over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Look at Craig's butt, or don't look at Craig's butt. We're looking at Craig's butt. We have no shame. I can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. I immediately turn away blushing.
Oh.
You coming or what? I'm not commenting. Oh, I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We'll live together for years. I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Who needs pants anyway? Let's put on a show. You got it, Chief. Who needs pants anyway? They're society's oppressors. Down with pants. Down with the system. That's the spirit. Take my shirt off and drop it in a pile of Craig's clothes. Put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over a cliff to the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes.
Nice.
Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Woo! He treads water and looks up at me. Reese is laughing her ass off. Ha 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 ha. Oh, sorry. You coming or what? He keeps saying that. Don't think, just jump. How are we supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurface to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast! He launches another wave at me. A wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Squirt him, water with hands, hammer fist, dunk him. With the force of thunder, I bring my fist down into the water, creating a tidal wave that drenches Craig. Good one. But I think I can do better. Craig answers back with his own tidal wave. It's big enough to launch me back. He's so strong. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There's peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Oh, my itchy eye.
Oh.
Not so scary now, huh? I'll race you to the top. I've had enough exam for today. Okay. We're gonna have some fun here. We went all the way up the slick rocks and cannonball off into the waterfall. Again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Wanna go again? You know it. The same energy we had in our youth. We climbed back up to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try and flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water. Whew, man, this is fun. Got one more in you? I live for danger. It takes us a little more time, but we get to the top of the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get back before it gets too dark. Are you kidding? I've never felt more alive. Alright, bro, you sure? It's my time to jump. I scrape the rocks once more and do another classic cannonball. Wow, this is so much fun. I'm getting kinda cold. wanna go back to camp now? No, I'm here to jump. Go on without me. I've got at least 20 more jumps in me. Okay, dude, I'll, see you back there. Craig gets up and leaves. Maybe I should go after him. There's nothing but the waterfall. Finally, some peace and quiet so I can work on my form. I scramble up the rocks again. Man, the adrenaline is wearing off, I guess. By the time I get to the top, I'm gasping for air. Here goes nothing. Take a running start in my biggest jump yet. But I get to the edge, I trip, tumbling off the cliff onto the rocks below. As my broken body slips into the water, I look down to see the pool of red forming around me. I don't have long. Just long enough to be alone with my thoughts. Why? Why did I push myself beyond my physical limits? Why did I let my search for adrenaline overrule my sensibilities? Why didn't I use the buddy system? Goodbye, cruel world. I can see that my chances at love were dashed to this much the same as my poor body was dashed upon these rocks of this waterfall. Congratulations. I killed him. You water fell to your death. Bet you didn't know you could die in this game. Have I died in this game before? Alright, we run all the way to the slip, or select rocks, and cannonball again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Wanna go again? I'm pretty tired. They're like, we'll let you push it, but come on, man. We should probably head back. Go put our clothes on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. The game just turned into a morality. It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes and tin foil.
Nice.
You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station, and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now? I remember his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and had but not microwaved, and have trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure. Let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around in his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world.
I don't know.
Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. I gestured to the trees around us.
Oh, man.
There's no shortage of that. And some tinder.
Oh.
We can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are supposed to come by and give us advanced technology or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all of the materials that could conceptually make a passable looking campfire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting and a cool breeze rustles in the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work quick.
Nice.
I've done this in the past, and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help? Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits, and we'll make this fire happen. Never knew a better Craig. In all my days, I can confidently say I have never known a Craig to be a better friend, father, or firemaker. Actually, now that I think about it, I knew a guy named Craig in high school who ended up getting a job as a professional pyrotechnics operator, and I suppose he must have been pretty good at fire starting, but I bet you're even better than that guy. Bro. What the fuck, dude? Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places... Oh, oops. I leaned on it. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellas. Hooray for not dying. I take a seat in one of the 2 lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming, the fire started. I'm able to relax a bit. With the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in the pan, and he's been heating on the fire, cracking thyme and crushing ginger over it, while basting them both in butter. Blasting? What the fuck? Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto the dry ramen and eating it straight up. Hey, that shit's good. Don't knock it. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk.
Oh.
I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Shut the fuck up, phone. Swear to God. Craig puts the steak onto a paper plate and sets them aside. Jesus. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, let them rest. They'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto his freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything taste okay? I'm in heaven.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard not to go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwave food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten in your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it.
Oh.
I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. Sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay? Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for a long time. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down.
I don't know.
I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy. I have to. For my girls. I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way.
Oh.
That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry. If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself too.
Nice.
I do, though. I eat right and exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Dude.
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too.
I don't know.
It's just, I know I can provide for my family. And if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
Oh.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like, it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness.
Oh, man.
Do I, though? Jesus Christ, Craig! Hell yeah. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. Labrador. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams and gets up to walk over to his supplies. Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch some tops of some creme brulee?
Oh.
What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows. Hey. Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. That's the best way to have them. Fuck you, Bartolome. Craig's right. Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but gooey center is preserved. I see you still in your underwear, even though the sun's gone down and it's more than a little chilly. But their clothes are cold and wet. They're drying them by the fire. Stop. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth. Oh. Pro move. We used to be able to do that at a great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up toward the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah. I miss this, Bartolome. Me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. We crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh. Oh no. There's only one sleeping bag. Oh no, I must have left it at home. My bad. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here. Oh. No way. Here. He unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other. Without a blanket, it's really cold. I shiver and without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. I turn over and can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. Or he turns over, I'm sorry. That makes so much more sense. I was like, I thought they were butt to butt. The butts. I turn over and trying to get more comfortable. Open my eyes. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. Jesus, that was sudden. I'm not sure who leans in first, but we suddenly were kissing. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig. Oh. I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. I'm sorry, it's just hearing the Craig that I've had in my head the whole time saying it like that. I got strong feelings for you, bro. Bro. Me too. My hand throws hair down his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his hips with my finger. Did they fuck in college? Did that happen? Like, they don't say anything, but like... I'm just saying. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Bro. Fucking love you, bro. Date complete. I got low on encouragement and low on butt tree. Oh no!
Amazing. Just like back in college. I've missed you, dude.
Aww. I missed you, dude. The extended cut is the only cut worth watching. Sometimes that's true. Minimize eating fried foods, candies, and sweets. It's okay if you don't come in first. Just make sure you have health insurance. These are some good dad tips. Game, please continue responding. Bro. Alright, there we go. Oh, now we have to do the ending again. Whew, I think we have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Yeah, we've done this. Yeah, you made her cake. Oh, look, all the dads are there for the party. Oh, hi, Brian. Oh, wait. Did I choose Brian last? No. Maybe you aren't doing anything later. We could hang out sometime. Jesus, Joseph. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. I love the mac and cheese. Pew pew! Oh, wait, shit. Where are you gonna be finishing each other's sentences? Damn it, I don't know that See? Third twin. I have to go. As the party starts to wind down, take a seat on the back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I, also have something for you. All right. What did she give him? I can't remember. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings, but for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. But it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for something. I don't know. I clicked on accident. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life when you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college, being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry, I swear to God, Bartolome, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking. All our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we need at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited. Oops, crap, I keep accidentally... Knock 'em dead, kid. Nah. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. No. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over the backyard, where Craig is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna get some ice cream. Love you, Pops. Does that sound as chaotic as it looks? Oh, okay. Amanda runs off to join her friends. Good. I'm glad she and the Emmas are talking again. I take a seat next to Craig as the last... Oh, I really wanted the baby to be with him again. Last the guests make their way out of the party. Bro. This reminded me of parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. Don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. We can leave the keg stands in the past. I'm, taking this weekend to relax. This party's my first stop out of the express train from the relaxation station. Relaxation station, there we go. Next stop is Knapsville. Pull into the Bartolome Concourse. I'd like to book a ticket to Knapville as well. I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off your own stomach town. We both giggle, but man, do I want to just pour some chips on my belly while I hang out in a hammock. Craig, I'm glad you're finally making time for yourself. Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off the floor. I guess we need to get out of our city more often then. Craig kicks his legs over the side of the bench and leans onto me, lying down on my lap. I run my fingers through his hair. He keeps doing that. You're looking for balance. I admire that. I'm trying not to feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process. And it's gonna take me some time to figure it out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige. Craig looks up at me, smiling. Stop with the O noise. I don't like it. Bro. That means so much to me. Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. Bro. We both laugh. You and me, we're gonna be alright. They weren't alright. Oh, damn it. So yeah, that was Craig's ending. Craig's end. You're the best, Pops, Amanda. Cute! It was adorable. Wait. And the Craig photo. To show us his running legs. It was sweet, isn't it sweet? I love that ending. Dead Rector's cut it. I love it. Continue. No. Dream Daddy. Call someone if you're thinking about them. They probably want to hear from you.
Got dads.
Right, so it still thinks that I had two. Okay. See, it should have done that with frickin' Damien. Whatever, man. Okay. I have time for one more ending. Who should I do? Done Damien and Craig, right? Okay, well I know for a fact I haven't done Robert, so let's do Robert. Let's do the Robert voice for the rest of the night. Although apparently I'm not gonna have a great date with him because of the fucking towards the beginning of the game. I don't know, man. I haven't heard from Robert in a while. I guess that's a good thing, but I can't help but kind of miss him. I'm about to go to sleep one night when I hear a knock on the door. Hello? Hey. This is gonna be quick. I look around me to make sure Amanda's not around. What do you want? I think you knew. I'm not doing this. Robert, no. I don't have time to deal with whatever this is, alright? You clearly have zero respect for me or yourself. Go home. Fine. There are plenty of other dads in this neighborhood. I'll go fuck every single one of them. Robert wanders off. Well, I guess that's that. I'll never see the good Robert ending unless I go back. Like,
Don't call me.
All right. Knife Dad. I guess Snow Dad's better than no dad. Okay. Alright, well. Actually, what is...
Aww.
Nice. Hey.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
best. I love you. We share a hug. Plenty more memories. Memories to make stuff to break. We sit there together and watch the sun slowly dip behind below the horizon. I'm glad you made some friends. Yeah. I know this may be not what you were looking for, but these people care about you. I love you, Dad. We'll always have each other. You're right. It's gonna be hard at first, but it's the next chapter in our story, and I will be very nervous about it. But I know you're always gonna be looking out for me the same way I'll always be looking out for you. Team Perez. Team Perez. You're young, you have your health, now it's time to take risks. To restart the whole... Yeah, I know. Not sleep with him the first time. But I don't want to do that.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, so instead, let's do... Okay. Brian it is. I spend the day lounging around the house in my bathrobe and slippers, committed to enjoying my day off as a testament to dad laziness around the world. What do you do for work? Third coffee of the day and doing my second word jumble in pen. Man, this is the life. Hey, this one spells door. You're still taking me to the fair later, right? There's a fair?
Ugh.
Dad, it's literally around the corner from us. It's not ringing a bell. I came home yesterday with cotton candy. Nope, nothing.
Oh.
I gave you a teddy bear that I want, specifically stating where and when I got it. Seriously? Amanda walks to the windowsill and slides the drapes open. There's a big Ferris wheel in the distance. Oh, right. That one. I thought you meant another carnival. You're coming with me tonight, right? Gosh, honey, I don't know. I've got all this... I look down at my mug of coffee, word jumble in my hands. Pressing business I need to attend to? Amanda points to my word jumble. Park, dog, clock, cereal. I knew that. I totally knew that. The secret word they'll spell out is pool. Hey, you're pretty good at this. Now you don't have an excuse. You're coming with me. Amanda pushes me into my bedroom and forces me to change out of my bathrobe. Wear something nice. I want some arm candy tonight. Got it. And no flip-flops. Not after last time. We don't talk about last time. Amanda and I step outside and follow the faint sound of carnival music. So, what's the first thing you're gonna do in the fair? Eat greasy food? Like, deep fry anything and put it in my mouth. I don't care if it isn't tasty to start. I believe the deep frying process can transmute any non-tasty thing into a tasty thing. Please don't throw up on me this time. I know my limits. You said that last time. I was still calibrating. I am dialed in now. You'll ride the rides with me, right? If you're looking for someone to ride scary rides with, that's a straight veto from the dad constituency. However, I'm happy to stand at the fence and take blurry pictures of you riding the rides as per dad custom. Define scary rides. Anything that moves. Well, you're no fun. Maybe I'll find someone at the carnival who'll go with me. Wouldn't that be a surprise? Yeah, maybe one of your friends from school will be there. Like, who's that one with the eyebrows? Teresa? She's got mono. What about the one who vapes? Alex got suspended for vaping in school bathroom. Well, I hear the carnival rides are fun solo rider. But then I'll have no one to puke on. Or will I? What? Hey, look, we're here. The carnival is packed with people from all over town tonight. Screaming kids run around with cotton candy and buckets of soda clutched in their grubby fists. Colorful lights flash all around us. I feel like just smelling the air will clog my arteries. Hey, let's go over the greasy food carts first. Amanda leads me by the hand in what seems like a very specific direction. I know my favorite one is around here somewhere. Wait a second. Is that Brian? Wow! Look who it is! Sure enough, it's Brian and his daughter Daisy. Brian has the same confused look on his face that I'm sure I have. What a coincidence that we all happen to be here at the same time in the exact place. Same exact place. Wow, this is so weird. Can you believe that just happened? We just happened to come here on Carnival in the same night and the same time. Yes, Daisy, that's so strange. How bizarre. Brian. Bartolome. I can feel my competitive fire burning inside of me again. Last we met, Brian had made a fool of me by besting me at fishing, and then out-humbling me in front of my very own daughter. I still want that pole saw. There's plenty of midway games here. Okay, how about we hang out as a team and explore the carnival together? Yes, Amanda, that sounds like an amazing idea. Let's all go and do stuff together. Amanda and I follow Brian and Daisy as they lead us towards some rides. I can't believe Brian's here. Dad, you need to relax. Daisy and I have been spending a lot of time together. She helps me with my algebra homework. She's 10, and I've been corrupting her young soul with rock and roll music. She's really cool, but you and Brian won't stop complaining about each other. Oh, he's complaining about me? No, Dad, that's not what I meant. If you and Brian would just talk to each other, maybe you would see that you have a lot in common. See, now I gotta turn it up to 11. Brian's getting obliterated.
Oh, no.
Dad, you have to chill. Please chill for my sake. I'm chill. I'm so chill, I'm, like, stupidly chill. And once I prove once and for all that I'm clearly the better dad, I'll be so chill you could call me liquid nitrogen. I will destroy him. Dad! I spot the entrance to the midway. A perfect opportunity. Hey Brian, check it out. Want to get a couple of games in? That sounds fun. Maybe a little friendly competition? No, we wanted to check out some clowns over there. Amanda, you're scared of clowns. Overruled. Ugh. Fine, sure. Let's play some games. But if we spend the whole night in there, I'm filing for emancipation. Oh, lighten up. I'll win you something nice. And I'll win something nice too. I'll win you something nice too, Daisy. I'll win more nice things than Brian. I'd like to see you try. Brian and I glare at each other. He doesn't look like he's glaring. It looks like he's... No. We've been at it for longer than I'd like to admit. Amanda and Daisy sigh heavily at each new game. At each new game, Brian and I challenge each other too. Jesus Christ. Their arms overburdened with stuffed animals and t-shirts with rainbows airbrushed onto them. Daisy is adorable. I love her so much. For every game I win, Brian seems to answer back.
Aww.
Dad, please, enough. Just one less game, honey. So, Bartolome, we're tied. What's the ultimate prize? I spot it from across the midway. We lock eyes. It swims absent-mindedly in a bowl of water. That goldfish will be mine. Amanda, sweetie, how about I win you a goldfish?
Aww.
If it'll get us out of here, great. I look over at Brian. We don't say a word, but our locked eyes confirm it. The person who wins the goldfish wins the night. Looks like skee-ball. You any good? I have a bad history with skee-ball. if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch me play fucking Crystal Skull. Fuck that game. I'm the best skee-ball player to ever grace this earth. Think you can handle me? Still willing to put up your weed whacker? You know what I mean. Only if you're willing to part with that pole saw. Lawn grooming equipment goes to the skee-ball champ. We share an earnest shake.
Ski that ball.
Oh, I'm having to do this. Right, okay. Oops. Cool. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Cool. Oops. Damn. Yes! Oh no! I got an A. That's pretty good. I think he still won though. The bell sounds and lights flash. Feels like things are moving in slow motion. The guy running the booth points at Brian. My worst nightmare. I fall to my knees, grasping at the dirt between my fingers. How can I let it come to this?
Oh.
Dad, you're making a scene. I am defeated. The attendant reaches up and dumps the goldfish into a plastic baggie. He hands it over to Brian. Brian hands the fish to his daughter. This is for you, sweetie. Dad, we don't have the proper resources to take care of this goldfish. I think it would be better as a peace offering. Amanda, do you want this? Amanda, we do not accept gifts from the enemy.
Yeah.
That would be lovely. Amanda, no. She places the goldfish in Amanda's hands. I promise to care of him to the best of my ability, but should you come visit and develop a relationship with him, I have a feeling he's gonna miss you. Amanda, I think I'll name him Brian. Like daggers through my chest, child. Hey, who wants to check out the Ferris wheel? Yeah, I want to ride the Ferris wheel. Of course. I'll hang out and watch you guys. Still not a fan of carnival rides. I'd be happy to ride some rides with you kids. Uh-oh. I'm just kidding. I love carnival rides. I'm the best at them. We traverse the fair and end up at the relatively short line for the Ferris wheel. Doesn't seem like a very popular ride. Daisy and Amanda chat excitedly. I can feel Brian glaring at me. He doesn't look like he's glaring at you. I don't know what you're fucking talking about. So how'd you do on the trig final? Way better than I thought it would. Those cosine programs. Those cosine problems still tripped me up, so I drew a cat instead of answering the questions, and my teacher gave me a point for effort. Wow, is high school really that easy? Absolutely, yes. The school of hard knocks, though, that's another story. Amanda playfully punches Daisy on the arm. Don't lie to the child. Welcome to the streets. Huh? You check out that art book I gave you? Yeah, I love that section on female photographers. You have good taste. You know, I'll bet your photos will be in a book someday. Daisy, stop or I'll cry. They're too cute. Next. I'm sorry. I gotta do my carnival Barker voice. Next. Amanda pushes me forward. There's someone in here. Sorry. You first. I sit down in the carriage. And now you. Daisy pushes Brian into the carriage next to me. Before I can say anything, the ride operator closes the gate. Now, wait just a second. We're gonna get some deep-fried pickles. You two take time to work out your differences.
Whoa!
Hold on. Get along! Amanda and Daisy run off into the crowd. She has really corrupted Daisy. The ride starts moving. I sit in the Ferris wheel with my arms crossed, not talking to Brian. I understand that they have to do it for you know, like, the art's sake, but they're clearly standing in this carriage. I sit in the Ferris wheel with my arms crossed, not talking to Brian. What a pretty view. I don't even know what Amanda's talking about. Neither do I. Our carriage creeps slowly upward. Ferris wheels are boring. Could this ride go any slower? Oh, is it too fast for you? That's not what I meant. How could this get any worse? Suddenly the ride jerks to a halt with us at the very top of the wheel. I can hear the faint yell of the ride operator down below. Sorry, folks, ride's stuck. Guess a raccoon must have stolen the key component to the motor. They're very crafty animals and are frequently attracted to shiny objects, so it makes sense that they would pilfer something like that. Anyway, at least some time before I can get y'all down, settle in and get cozy. Well, hey, no hand stuff while you're up there. Well, and no mouth stuff either. Jesus Christ. Well, this is just great. I look down over the expanse of the carnival. I hate to admit it, but it's a pretty good view. I spot someone down at the food cart melting cheese onto a pile of steaming steak and peppers. Oh man, I'm so hungry. Why didn't we get funnel cakes first? My stomach rumbles. Oh, I know that sound. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out some fruit leather, offering it to me. Cherry or mango? I don't want your stupid fruit leather. Brian opens one and starts eating it. Fine. My stomach growls again. God damn it, why did you take the fruit leather? We sit in silence as the crowd begins to form under us. A group of carnival workers attempt to restart the engine. I suddenly remember that I have a tiny book of word jumbles and a golf pencil in my pocket. I pull them out and start working on a fresh page, determined not to look at Brian. Hey, I always bring a puzzle book with me too. Brian pulls out a small book of crossword puzzles and a pen. Are you kidding me? I throw my book of word jumbles off the side of the Ferris wheel in a fit of rage. Ooh, I bet we can find it when we get off this thing. Here, you can do my crosswords. Brian holds his book and pen out to me with a smile. Absolutely not. Why do you hate me so much? Oh, hate you? Why do you think you're better than me? What? I don't think I'm better than you. Oh, okay. So you're just offering me fruit snacks and crosswords out of the kindness of your heart? Yes? A likely story. All you do is brag about your smart kid and your landscaping, your stupid weed whacker. I'm sick of it. And all you do is one-up me every chance you get. The only thing I wouldn't win is a one-upping other people competition, because you would win that, because that's what you do. I don't do it on purpose. Wait, what? You're messing with me, right? No. But
I don't know about that.
I don't think I'm better than you at all. You and your daughter are amazing. I thought we were competing just for fun at first, and the more we started doing it, the more it felt like you must hate me. The more we did it, the more I wanted to impress you, and there were times when I did want to beat you, Bartolome, but really all I wanted was for you to like me. Oh my god. I feel like such an ass. You should, Dad! I just feel like if Amanda could hear it, she would. Be honest with Brian, be honest with yourself. Be an asshole! Brian, I'm so sorry. This whole time is all so clear now. Is this what Amanda was trying to tell me? I've just been projecting my own insecurities onto you. Everything you do, everything about you makes me feel inadequate. I think I was just trying to tear you down to compensate for my own low self-esteem. I feel like a total idiot. If I'm being totally honest, I think you're really cool and strong and a good dad. And you're really... Maybe we don't go there just yet. Anyway, I have a lot of respect for you, Brian. I'm sorry I got so weird and jealous. I think if you're willing to forgive me, we could probably be good friends. We sit in silence for a second. Can we start over? What do you mean? From the beginning. Brian holds out his hand. Hi, I'm Brian. I take his hand. But when we first met him, there was a dog. There's no dog up here, so I don't like it as much. I take his hand and shake it vigorously. Hey, Brian, I'm Bartolome. It's really nice to meet you. Great shirt. Thanks, Bartolome. Brian and I look at each other. We both share a smirk over this silly little game, but it feels good to be on the same side for once. All right, folks, thanks for being patient. Turns out the raccoon didn't steal a part, but was instead still rummaging around the inner workings of the engine. We have formed a wary yet mutually beneficial truce. The carriage starts moving, and we find ourselves down on dry land in no time. Brian and I wander for a bit, looking for Daisy and Amanda. You know, getting stuck on that Ferris wheel could have been a lot worse. I'm glad we worked things out. Me too, buddy. Now that that's over with, can we both get home to quietly enjoy our evenings? Agreed. Dad! What? Amanda and Daisy run up to us. I think you kids will be pleased to find out that Brian and I have worked out our difference. Dad! That's great and all, but Brian's in trouble. Brian's right here. The fish, Brian! What? Daisy and I got into the log flume, and when we were going down the hill, Brian just flew right off the log. Now he's hanging from some pipe on the ride. We have to save him. But Brian's... The fish! Brian the fish! Oh, right. Come on. We sprint over to the log flume, spotting Brian, the fish, stuck up in the ride of the rafters of the ride. We'll get you down, little buddy. We have to get to Brian before the fair closes, or who knows what'll happen to him. But the fair closes in 10 minutes. I guess we need to hustle then. What's the plan? This feels very... very cartoon. Well, one ride around the track lasts 90 seconds. Brian's hanging from a pipe above the drop, so you'll have a window of about 10 seconds to grab him. Wow, did you just do all that math in your head? That's really impressive. I just counted. It's not that impressive. I'm so proud of you, honey. Okay. I love Daisy. That rafter's pretty high up. How are we gonna reach him? We all think for a second. Whoa. I've got it! Oh, I'm sorry. I startled myself. Brian runs over to the midway, to the last game that we played, and snags the pole from the game attendant that they used to grab stuffed animals. I think this'll do the trick. He's got nothing in his hands. You failed me, artist. Amanda presses 2 ticket stubs into my hand. Here, it's our last 2 tickets. Brian's fate is in your hands now. There's no time. Come on. Brian leads me by the hand up to the entrance of the log flume, getting there just in the nick of time. Looks like you guys are the last ones. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But we take our seats on the slippery vinyl. The ride operator pulls the bar down over our laps. You ready for this? The log starts drifting down the fake river. Unnaturally blue water sloshes over the sides, soaking my shoes. This is gross. You know how earlier I said I was the best at carnival rides? The ride jerks forward and I let out a small yelp. That might have been an embellishment. Our rickety log makes the slow climb up the track most grueling minute of my life. I see him! Hanging from the rafters just before the drop is our beloved Brian, the fish, not the guy. Are you ready?
Well...
I don't think I can reach it from where I'm sitting. It's all you, buddy. Brian presses the fish pole into my hand. Oh god, I don't know if I can do this. Hey, I believe in you. I gulp. I can do this. But can you? Oh man!
Now you're fishing.
Yeah! Oh, okay. It's rude to ask people about their mysterious hand tattoos. Okay. With the precision only attainable from playing midway games at competitive level, I hook the baggie that contains Brian the fish and place it onto my lap. I did it, although you probably burst the bag. I grasp the bag firmly. He'll be nice and safe during the oh god, the drop. I momentarily forgot there was a drop. It's a big drop. Oh, it's coming up real fast. Oh man, it's a big drop. So, when I told you that I had sort of over-exaggerated my proficiency with carnival rides, turns out that I had under-exaggerated just how bad I am with them. I am utterly and completely terrified of carnival rides. Brian looks over at me and takes my hand in his. I'm right here. We can do this. He gives my hand a squeeze as our log tips over the edge and flies down the drop. Ah! I'm not screaming. A wall of water rains down on us. I realize my eyes squeeze shut and open them to find Brian still holding my hand. He smiles at me. That wasn't so bad. Told you we could both make it. Brian and I walk off the ride and approach Daisy and Amanda. I hand the baggie to Amanda. Brian! Hey! No, the fish. Aw. I mean, hey! Thanks for saving the fish! Don't thank me, it was all your dad. Ah, shucks, it was a team effort. Yeah, you all used your special skills to get him back. Brian got the pole, Daisy did the math, and you got the fish. I didn't do anything cool. Well, honey, I'm sure you... Hey, what are you guys doing up there? That was totally dangerous! Amanda steps in front of us all and plants her feet. Listen, dude, it may have been totally dangerous, but I'll let you know that we triumphed over more than just one of your silly rules today. We overcame adversity through teamwork and friendship and love. We banded together to achieve a common goal, and here we stand, stronger than the sum of our parts. And for you to... I actually don't care. The fair's closing. Just get out of here. The ride operator wanders off. You really are a sparkling conversationalist. We join the crowd of fairgoers slowly ambling back to the parking lot. You kids want to stick around for the fireworks? Do we have to? I've never seen a child less enthusiastic about fireworks. Yeah, can we just go home? We've been hauling these prizes around for hours and my back is killing me. I think that's what she said. You kids run ahead. We'll catch up with you later tonight. Amanda and Daisy skip along. We'll probably find them later curled up on my couch watching long-haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. Brian and I sit down on a bench a little further away from the rest of the crowd, who've all gathered to watch the fireworks. Hell of a day, huh? You can say that again. Hell of a day, huh? This is the one time I will let you out-dad me. I'll take it. I breathe in the cool night air. The first firework launches and explodes in the sky over the fair. I'm glad we talked about all that stuff. Me too. It's good to have a friend like you, Brian. The fireworks launch into full swing, bursting... that was scary in my ear. Bursting around us in a rainbow of reds, greens, blues, and whites. There's one more thing I have to admit, though.
I don't know about that.
What's that? I don't know anything about fishing. Brian bursts out laughing. Oh, buddy. I know. What? You knew the whole time? I mean, you weren't exactly subtle about it. I can feel myself blushing. He laughs again. It's okay. It was cute. If you're interested, maybe I could teach you sometime. That's what friends do, right? That's what friends are for. Ha! The laughter dies down, and we watch the fireworks a little longer. I can tell he wants to say something, but he's having trouble getting it out. You know, it's kind of funny. What is? This feeling inside. We're not fighting anymore, but I still feel like we've left some stuff, unresolved. Oh, lawn mowing is still happening. We're cool now, but don't think I forgot about that. Brian laughs. No, it's not that. Don't you feel like there's maybe something else here? Or is it just me? Oh, he looks so sad. Looking at Brian, his smile illuminated by the crackling embers falling through the night sky, I suddenly understand what he's talking about. Oh. This whole time, with emotions running so high, I realized what I've really been feeling. What I thought was jealousy was actually... It's not just you. Brian inches towards me. You know, it's hard paying attention to the fireworks when you're right here. Oh, you smooth talker. He and I lean in and our lips touch. He places one hand on my shoulder, then another on the base of my neck, gently pulling me closer to him in warm embrace. I feel safe. Jesus. All right, I've noticed that because he said that with Craig too. He felt secure. Huh. Brian pulls away from me for a moment and smiles. I guess now we get to compete over who's better at kissing. Brian stifles the laugh and pulls me in for another. I'll accept that challenge. Sure enough, when I get home, Amanda and Daisy are passed out on the sofa, surrounded by giant stuffed animals. Amanda's snoring drowns out the paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. Still playing on TV. I turn everything off and throw a couple of blankets on the kids before heading to bed myself. I think those freckles. A?
Couldn't have done it better myself.
Just an A? Fuck you. Oh, because I did poorly on the skee ball. Just read where Rachel said he didn't specify butt stuff. You are correct, but it would be harder to do on a Ferris wheel. Also very dangerous. That sounds like a really good way to fall and die. Anyway. Okay. The rest of this we've seen. What? No. I really enjoyed the fast forwarding sound effect. Baby! See, I'll stab for the baby this time. Oh, right, they're arguing over which one's... I have your face, no one will ever believe you. Look at the baby. I don't care what's happening. I'm watching the baby.
Nice.
Blow a bubble! Blow a spit bubble! Aw, he went away. She went away.
Hey. Hey.
Pew! Oops! Dang it! Fire starts winding down, takes a seat on the back porch. Okay, this is the scene with Amanda again. Ugh. Pew pew! Okay, now Brian's sitting under the cherry tree. I take a seat next to Brian as the last of the guests make their way out of the party.
Hey.
The baby is the best character. Nice job. I couldn't have thrown a better party myself. I smile. So, are we doing, like, opposite competition now? Yeah, we're just gonna compliment each other relentlessly. I bet you could do more push-ups than me. I bet you're better with computers than I am. I bet you could trim a tree faster than I could. Okay, this is getting... I bet you could de-ice the sidewalk more thoroughly than me. I like this a lot better. Brian blushes. I nestle myself into the soft space between Brian's shoulder and chest. No matter how many times he washes that shirt, I'll bet he'll never get the smell of campfire out. Not that I mind. Got a long summer coming. Interested in some more fishing trips with me? With me, Daisy, and Amanda? As long as you'll save me again if I fall into the water.
Hey.
I'd be happy to. Gotta sneak in as much father-daughter time as possible before Amanda heads out. Also, be careful. She's probably gonna try to steal your dog and take him with her to college. Also get the feeling Daisy might try to stow away in her suitcase, so watch out for that. The sunset cast... That sounds like something you should be watching out for, Brian. That's your child. The sunset casts a pink glow over everything and a quiet calm seems to descend upon my backyard. It reminds me of the lake. I'm glad we're not rivals anymore. Me too. Although, I don't think I've ever been more productive than than when I was trying to one-up you. Maybe a little friendly competition's what we both needed. I sigh and nuzzle into Brian a little harder. I'm the cuddle champion! We'll see about that. That's true. Amanda's dad does have some experience hiding dogs in dorms. Okay, Dan was Robert. Okay. Rock on. Dream Daddy. A game from Game Grumps. And we unlock the Brian picture. Oh, what a cute... I like that art for his face. I love it. I'm not a fan of how green the water is, though. Brian, get out of the water! It's radioactive! Okay. That was another productive night of dad dating. I play this tomorrow. We finished with it. We won't have any more. I don't know what I'll do without Dream Daddy. And maybe I'll go back and make it so that I'm able to get the final thing with Robert. We'll see. Anyway. Okay, so that's perfect timing. So, good night, guys. Come join me for another few dad dates tomorrow.